On the points that were just made, actually a lot of the things that were stated help to support our argument that drug decriminalization is a more positive move. To begin, you stated that California has shifted its laws to be more lenient. How does that prove that it should be more criminalized? If laws are moving to be more lenient for drug users and are more successful, wouldn't that indicate that drug decriminalization is actually a more effective policy? Also, you state that there is treatment available in prison. However, as we've stated a bit earlier, only about 10% of people in prison receive the drug rehabilitation they need, and once they leave, they often immediately return to active drug abuse, and within days, weeks, or months, they find themselves again in front of a judge and returning to jail for the same or similar crimes, according to news replies. Again, the fact that you are even claiming that treatment exists in prison makes it very obvious that treatment is a preferable option to imprisonment. You also point to the fact that Obama increased options for those with drug convictions seeking college education. However, again and again, we see that those with convictions are blocked from becoming productive members of society. About 20,000 students annually lose out on Pell Grants due to drug offenses, and another 30,000 to 40,000 are denied student loans. As minority individuals are more likely to be arrested for drug-related offenses, they are consequently more likely to be denied educational assistance and the opportunity to invest in their human capital. So all of that importance you put on education for those in prison, well, they won't receive that because they won't be able to afford it. To move on to more constructive arguments, we see again and again in real-world examples that effective drug decriminalization systems are more effective. The most obvious example is how Portugal decriminalized drug use in 2001, and we see that according to Greenwald in 2009, usage in Portugal has declined in many key categories, and drug-related social ills have been far more contained in a decriminalized regime. Since decriminalization, lifetime prevalence rates, which measure how many people have consumed a particular drug or drugs over the course of their lifetime, have decreased for a lot of different age groups. For example, students in the 7th through 9th grade, the rate decreased from 14.1% in 2001 to 10.6% in 2006, and for 10th to 12th graders, it decreased from 27.6% in 2001 to 21.6% in 2006. Also, the number of drug-related deaths in Portugal has gone down significantly. The total number of drug-related deaths in 1999 was 400, and in 2006 it was 290. We also see that drug-related mortality rates have decreased because even though the toxicological exams undertaken as part of post-mortem investigation have increased, the number of positive results is far lower. In 2001, there were 280 toxicological tests that found a positive result, but out of 1,259 tests undertaken. But in 2006, the number of positive results were only 216 out of a much higher 2,308 tests. We also see that decriminalization in Portugal has helped reduce cases of drug-related diseases. Between 1999 and 2003, there was a 17% reduction in the notifications of new drug-related cases of HIV. There were also reductions in the number of tracked cases of hepatitis C and B in treatment centers, despite the increasing number of people in treatment. So we see that when we put more people in treatment, cases go down even when we keep testing more and more people. Yes. Hello. We also see that the existing drug criminalization and imprisonment system in the US is very flawed. We see that the war on drugs has contributed significantly to overcrowding in prisons. And here's some more stats to back up that claim. In 1980, 580,900 people were arrested on drug-related charges in the US, but by 2014, that number had increased to 1,561,231. More than 700,000 of those arrests in 2014 were related to marijuana. And nearly half of the 186,000 people in federal prisons in the US are incarcerated on drug-related charges. Now you might think that all of those people deserve to be there and they have done heinous things, but 58% of drug prisoners, which is an estimated 124,885 inmates, have no history of violence or high-level drug activity, according to the Sentencing Project in 2002. And also, 3/4 of the drug offenders in state prisons have only been convicted of drug and or non-violent offenses. 1/3 of the total have only been convicted of drug crimes. So in summary, we see that thousands, millions of people are being put into prisons for drug-related offenses when a more productive approach would be to put money into treatment programs and make them become more productive members of society.